It's 14 years since City last won one of these games, and this falls into that category tonight.
Well, I think this will be competitive. I think it'll be competitive. I think City will be wanting to get something, and of course the Manchester derby, and we know it's a testimonial. But I've got a feeling this could be a little bit competitive, that City will get about it well.
Manchester United's most decorated skipper is with us here tonight. We shall talk later. We are here to honour their most decorated professional, Denis Irwin. This is his testimonial match. It's Manchester United against City. Our commentators tonight, Frank Stapleton, another of the legends about the place, and Martin Tyler, who I probably should include on that list. Martin, it's yours.
I've been around long enough to cover most of Denis Irwin's career, that's for sure. And Manchester United's legendary knights, Bobby Charlton.
The jokes were most of the summer that it was 6 points for Man United, but I don't think so. I think Joe's fought well this summer. You know, it just takes time for players to blend, but you know, with his signings and the likes of Weah, I think he'll be a great signing. He could even have the same impact, not to the same degree as maybe Kante did when he came here.
Alfie Haaland, another new man from Leeds, of course a Norwegian, renewing acquaintanceship with his fellow countryman Ronnie Johnsen. So, as is the way of these testimonial evenings, the players form their own guard of honour for the beneficiary himself and the managers. He would want me to point out that this is no farewell evening after 10 tremendous years at Old Trafford. Well, several Manchester United players on international duty tonight, including Fabien Barthez, Jaap Stam and Dwight York. Manchester City have 3 players called up by their countries. So it's a resumption of the on-the-field rivalry between the two Manchester clubs. In recent seasons, the City story, a quite remarkable one, and it's to their credit that they fitted in this fixture just before their return to the Premiership after an absence of 4 years. And here's their Australian Danny Diatto, cut out by Nicky Butt. Cole. Kennedy. Alfie Haaland wearing number 15 at his new club. Here's Weah. Thinking about going it alone here, George Weah. And the shot turned aside by Van der Hau.
Able to hold on to it and bring players into play. Fine set by the goalkeeper.
Johnson. The referee is Mike Dean, and he gives Manchester City the free kick as Scholes catches Wright Phillips. Weah. Dispossessed by Irwin. Quinton Fortune on the left of Manchester United's midfield tonight. Well, getting an injury is certainly not part of the script. Fortune coming in from the left-hand side. Cole, Sheringham nearly there, Cole nearly there. It's Cole! Beaten away by Weaver and sliced on his weaker side, and it rather showed, by Quinton Fortune. Haaland. And Manchester United having their say at Alfie Haaland for what went on a moment or two ago through Nicky Butt. Haaland just has a word with Beacons on the edge of the area. Howie's in there as well. Beacons, it's free, but the flag had actually gone up early on the far side.
Well, this is Mark Kennedy in full flow, and he's very, very good at this. But I think that Gary Neville really should have. He's going into the corner. All he has to do is stay on his feet. Well, Piato's done well. David Beckham's no chance of getting the ball. He's lunged in. And I think the first yellow card is on its way very soon, I think, because it's getting to the stage where people can get injured.
In terms of the physical contact, Scholes linking up with Butt. Sheringham's gone to the left, which in the centre, but Scholes thought he saw a gap that he might have got through. Cole, Sheringham to hit it first time and hit it splendidly. A really sweet goal from Teddy Sheringham for Manchester United. And Denis Irwin says thank you particularly tonight.
Definitely the best bit of football from United. Nice touch from Cole. And what a left footed first time from Teddy Sheringham. No lift back, the goalkeeper had no chance. The keeper couldn't see that. The defender was blocking it off just as he hits it here. Can't see the ball, and it's past him before he knows where it is.
And the applause now is not for the goal as much as for Denis Irwin having to come off a legacy of being caught on that far side early in the game by George Weah. You can see that ankle twisting. He was. Here's Wright Phillips taking Manchester United on. Oh, this is splendid. And so was the save, to give credit to Raymond van der Houw.
Well, this is one of a piece of skill, isn't it? Both feet, drop on the shoulder, 3 players in his wake, 4. And good save by van der Houw. He still stayed up long enough. Just the finish was missing.
And there's nothing more excited than seeing the two teams face each other, but for a good cause here. It's not been a particularly happy night on the injury front for Denis Irwin. He limps towards the tunnel at half-time, his game already over.
Well, it's been lively, let's put it like that. And sadly, Denis Irwin, who we are here tonight with 40,000 more to honour, has left the game injured after 37 minutes.
And it looks as if he's turned his ankle over. Let's hope it's not too bad. I wouldn't have thought he'd go and intentionally hurt somebody. Nobody wants to do that. I think he's mistimed it.
Here it is, look away
he's
now
overstretched on it. But he's caught him over, and
that ankle went.
And that is, let me tell you, a very, very sore one. He's caught it.
Are you surprised he lasted as long as he did?
Well, I think I said to you, for 5 minutes he was a bit ginger, and I think he just wanted to try and shake it off if he could, because he wanted to play in his big night. But sadly for him, he couldn't carry on.
Irwin's mindful of the fact that Irwin went off because of a forwards challenge of a similar nature in the first half. Well, he didn't seem to be concentrating too much on the first half. But now maybe mindful of potential risks again to players that he wants to use on Sunday. So I'll make more of a study in concentration. Stewart's pass. Also checking on the progress of some of his fringe players as well. There's another bit of push and shove, but there's nothing verbal about it in the end. It's Pryor, and it's off the line by Philip Neville.
But Pryor's come in, downward header. As long as Philip Neville kept his eye on it, he was safe enough, doing his job on the line. They've got as competitive a testimonial game as you'll ever get.
Fortune. Cole, good turn, 2-0. A moment of top-class finishing from Andy Cole to wrap it up for Manchester United on Denis Irwin's big night.
Well, it was a nice ball in from Fortune. Andy Cole's first touch is excellent. The second one's in the back of the net, and the only place the keeper couldn't cover, right in the far corner. Superb finish. First touch takes it away from the defender, and finish all along the floor. Keeper no chance.
Thank you to him for his dedicated service to Manchester United.
Thank you for the support you give me tonight, especially the United fans who've been absolutely brilliant to me over the last 10 years. I hope there's a couple more years left for me, but thanks very much for coming tonight and supporting my night. Thank you.
Denis, not quite what you planned, coming off injured after 37 minutes.
No, a bit unfortunate, a bit disappointed as well. But I think everybody enjoyed the night. Obviously, great disappointment I didn't finish the game. But the fans were marvellous. There was a good atmosphere there tonight. You know, the support to me for 10 years has been brilliant, and tonight was no exception.
Here is Sir Alex Ferguson with Claire Tomlinson.
Alex, injuries always a worry in testimonials and pre-season friendlies.
Well, Denis has got a bang, you know, his ankle he got early on. And I suppose that when you get to that sort of a game before the actual season starts, you do worry a little bit. But hopefully it'll be all right for Sunday.
There was a competitive edge to it. You expected that, though, with it being a derby.
Oh, yes. I think it was a good edge to it. I don't think at times it got a bit silly at times, but not too. You know, I think in a derby game with that, and City just back after a few years and out of the Premier Division, it was going to be that kind of a match.
You expected them to come out and show their fans that they were back in the top flight and that they could compete with you.
Oh yeah, I think they did. I think they did very well. In fact, I thought it was a very close game. There wasn't really a lot in it. We got the goal at an important time just before half time. A very, very good goal. And I thought, you know, particularly in the first half, they had one or two good chances, City.
2-0 win. Another game under your belt before the big kick-off on Sunday. Are you pleased with the way things are going?
Well, yeah, I think I know where I am now. You know that was a good workout tonight, because for Andy Cole in particular, who has been a bit behind the players, it was a good night for him. Terry's done well again. Nicky Butt got a full game. Phil Neville's had a full game. And very pleasing for me was the appearance of Wes Brown. Now, if he comes back, that's a really big bonus for Manchester United.
Is it difficult for players to assess in pre-seasons how hard to go in, how much, you know, to hold back?
Well, I think that depends on the fitness, you know. I think that we're more tuned tonight than we were on Sunday, for instance, and I think we expected that. But the game on Sunday brought us on, I think. Tonight was the right type of tempo to that match we expect in a derby match, and I think that we'll know the fitness is all right now.
You were concerned on Sunday with the number of shots on target. Have you been working on that since then?
No, we haven't been doing a lot really. We gave him Monday morning off because we just wanted to recharge him a little. Yesterday we were just doing a lot of light work, sharp work, and tonight we concentrated on the game, but hopefully we've plenty of shots on Sunday.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday, Alex. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.